Here's how you can become a better conversationalist. I'm going to give you a two-part framework that you can apply into any of your conversations so you can become compelling and attractive, and people gravitate to you and people want to give you their attention, and people walk away from that conversation saying, wow, that conversation was really good. This video will be wildly helpful for you if you find yourself in situations where you don't know how to conversate, you don't know how to start the conversation, you don't know how to spark their interest so you can become compelling, and you don't know what to say, what ratio of attention you put into the conversation, how to listen, where they walk away and say, wow, that person, that guy or that gal was such a great listener. I really want to have more conversations with that person. This applies whether you're communicating with one person one-on-one, or one with a group of people, or if you're communicating with an audience. This will be wildly helpful. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 15 plus years of my experience as a dating and relationships consultant, and all of the knowledge I have with human psychology, and I'm going to condense it down into a two-part framework. And the reason why I want to make it that simple is so you can think of it, hey, I got this two-part framework, I'm in a conversation, and here's what I got to do next. And all of the knowledge that I have about, as a head trainer of a great relationships university, the course owner of the perfect relationship system, owning the #1 Tantra therapy, and the knowledge about holistic wellness and connections with people, all of that knowledge condensed it down into a two-part framework. You want to know what the framework is? It's actually a three-part framework, but I'm going to condense it down to two parts right now. So #1, captivate. You have to captivate. You have to capture their attention so that they can invest their attention into the conversation that you have in mind. So how do you capture their attention? #1 is you could say something very, very interesting. And I want to tell you how to be able to do that. So you say something very interesting to capture their attention, or you say something shocking. So shocking is simple enough. You say something that's really weird or shocking to them or shocking to you, or you could just share something you found really crazy, and that will capture their attention. Now, this shocking thing or this compelling thing, capture attention, has only one goal. It's not because you want to be an entertainer of any sort. It's to pattern interrupt. Your goal with this is to interrupt the patterns of their automatic responses, because people, they find themselves in situations, in conversations, where for the brain to be efficient, they go into something called autopilot responses. So when they respond for example, if you find somebody at work, you have a conversation with them, all of their answers are probably going to be autopilot. It's going to be automatic responses, because they get the question a lot. So it matters who the person is. If they're a type of person who is always complimented, they get that compliment a lot, or you get that question a lot, they already have automatic responses for that. So you want to break out of that pattern. It's called a pattern interrupt. So how do you find out something very interesting? Well, it's two ways. #1 is you think about your audience, or you think about that person, and you find out, what do you think they would find very, very interesting, and talk about that. If they're a gal and you know a place they work or something about them that you find interesting, or you don't know anything about them, you just generalize they're a gal or they're a guy, and you talk about what's interesting to them generally. Or #2, you could share something very, very interesting to you. And the magic of that is that you don't have to know anything about what they find interesting, but if it's very interesting to you, you're going to transfer your energy to them. You're going to transfer your enthusiasm to them. You can ask them about anything. Hey, have you seen this movie? And there's two ways to be able to do it. If you don't genuinely find it interesting, you're going to come off as flat, and they're not going to respond well to that. But if you genuinely find it interesting, hey, have you seen the show House of Dragon? Now, did you see my enthusiasm when I delivered that to you? You saw my enthusiasm. Now, whether or not you've seen House of Dragon, whether or not you've seen the new episode, or whether or not you're interested in it, that energy's been transferred. So it's a positive energy. One more caveat to this is that you want to match their energy and go a little bit higher. So if you're communicating with a calm person, just go a little bit more enthusiastic than a calm person. You don't want to go shouting and be crazy and wild with somebody who's calm. So with a calm person, just communicate, just like myself, communicate, hey, have you seen the show called House of Dragons? So I'm very calm, but a little bit more elevated in my enthusiasm. So number one is captivate. Number two is facilitate. To facilitate a great conversation, now you want to transition out of that very quickly. Now, this all happens very fast. Transition out of captivating into facilitating. And what you want to do is you want to facilitate a good conversation. And a good conversation consists of being a good listener and being an interesting conversationalist. And listening is a lot of it. So how much is a lot of it? 70 to 30%. Think about this number when you find yourself in a situation, in a conversation. 70 to 30%. 30% what you want to talk about. 70% what they want to talk about. And if you don't know what they want to talk about and you don't know what you want to talk about, all you have to think about is what people love talking about is themselves. In other words, what you like talking about is yourself, what you find interesting, what you think of something. What they want to talk about is what they find interesting, things about them, and their opinions about things. I want you to keep this in mind, please, oh please, oh please, because I've taught this to people and they still don't get it. They still have this automatic framework in their mind where they listen to somebody, they quote unquote listen, and then they go off talking about what they think about it. It's like that one joke about when Donald Trump was being interviewed by a talk show host. He said, "Enough about me, let's talk about you. What do you think about me?" This is what most people get into when they think about listening. They think they're listening, but what they're really doing is they're taking the information that the other person have communicated and they're talking about what they think of them, what they think of that information. They think that's listening. That's not listening. So what I've just taught you is how to become a good listener. 70-30. 70% what they think, what they feel, what they want to talk about. 30% what you want to talk about. And here's the magic of this in becoming a good conversationalist. The magic of this is that you don't really have to have much material to talk about. You don't have much interesting things you need to be talking about. All you have to do is listen to what they're saying and then elaborate on that. And this is the key word, elaborate on what they're talking about. Tell me more about that. So what do you think about that? What do you think about this? How do you feel about that? And they will walk away from that conversation thinking, that was such an amazing conversation. Man, that fella or that gal is such a good conversationalist, when really all they talked about was them. You just talked about them the whole time. And they think you're a good conversationalist because people love to talk about themselves. And then the 30%, you talk about high-value things about you. Things about you that are interesting or they might find interesting or you find really interesting. But that's 30%, a small portion of what you're going to talk about. 70% is what they talk about. You listen to what they say, and then you elaborate more on that. You talk more on that. Not what you think about what they said, not your experience about what they said, but talking about what they think of it, what their opinion of it is. Or tell me more about that situation that you found yourself in. That is becoming a good conversationalist. So the third aspect of the framework is close. We're going to talk about close in a different video. So number one, captivate. Captivate their attention so you can pattern interrupt so they can invest more of their attention to you. Say something very interesting or shocking. And number two is facilitate. Facilitate a good conversation by talking about 70% about them, what they think about things. And 30% about you, what you think about things and your opinion on things, or your 30% of your opinion of what they talked about. And if you find that helpful, share this video with other people. Like the video if you find you liked it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more relationships, communication, social dynamic skills. Talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.